All right, Scorp, so needing to take a really deeper look at who you are, or who you think you are, or how you have been shaped by events in your life. So from the Halloween Oracle, scrying, intuition, and then from Hidden Realms, the Lady of the Mirror, reflection and non-judgment. Now, this is ally and challenger, but it did show up in the reverse. So now scrying from the Halloween Oracle. This is saying that you may wish to develop your intuition further and not rely solely on the logical part of your mind for all the answers. True wisdom takes a balance of logic and imagination and intuition. So, for some of you here, it's about the way that you're viewing yourself. And instead of looking at everything that you've been through from a logical point, maybe we need to look a little bit deeper here. Now, with the Lady of the Mirror, this reminds me of judgment, and it bothers me. This one is saying that, you need to see yourself in the mirror made by the events in your life. And this also is a reminder that what you are is what you attract. But it's saying that you shouldn't be blaming yourself or judging yourself for things that, have happened in your life. Certain events are fated to test our faith, is what it says. And it's asking, can you see yourself as being exactly where you need to be on your path? Do you love what you see in the mirror? Can you perceive your part in your reactions and the motives behind your current questions? This is like honest self-appraisal. All right, Scorp, here is your overall for the week. Oh boy, the King of Pentacles. So for some of you dealing with a person here, possibly earth sign, male or female, doesn't matter. Now, with the King of Pentacles, though, we could be talking about, needing to maintain success in your life, which, I kind of get the feeling here, but, we'll see how he's playing out. I like the King of Pentacles because, like the King of Cups, there's like some level of support, but this is on the material level, right? Somebody who may be coming through and offering some assistance or some resources to help you, or this is just a person that you're focused on here, and they may be very successful. Now, in the past, the Ten of Cups. So, possibly family member, right? But with the Ten of Cups, you're talking about happiness, and needing to continue this, the happily ever after, happy home, happy life, having absolute emotional fulfillment here. And for some of you, you may feel like, this is what is possible with a person that you're focused on, though. That's kind of what I'm getting from this. Oh, buddy. Yep. In the present, the Ace of Cups. So, and that's a perfect, it's perfect, going from the 10 to the Ace. So this is about continuing that happiness, right? But I'm looking back at scrying and think that the Ace of Cups is perfect with that, Needing to look a little bit deeper here, needing to have, a better connection with your intuition, absolutely. New spiritual connection with the Ace of Cups. But definitely new opportunity for more happiness. And it may be because of a person coming through. And it may be because of an opportunity that's being presented to you from someone, which is possible here. Everything looks okay. Which is good. Let's keep it that way. Oh boy. Oh, Scorp. And this is nice to see compared to last week. But, there's a reason why there needs to be some self-reflection here. Especially if you have all these new things coming in. It kind of reminds me of like looking at your patterns in relationships from Whispers of Love, right? The Page of Cups, new emotions, the communication of emotions, feeling something new here. Definitely a new opportunity, new beginning here. And it may have to do, you know, with this person. This could be love or business here. But it looks like, honestly, that whoever it is that's coming through or coming toward you, it looks like, you know, they're wanting to provide. You know, I don't think that it's just you feeling this way. You know, because the Ace of Cups is there not just for you, but, you know, you're looking at the King of Pentacles front and center. You know, and again, it doesn't matter, male or female here. Oh, wow, Scorp. Yay! It's about goddamn time. So help me God, the rest of it better be good too. The Four of Wands is your best path to follow. Now, you know, I kind of get the feeling with the Ten of Cups that for some of you, you may be fine where you're at. You know, you may feel like you have everything that you want, but what is coming through is going to make you feel completely different. But nothing is bad here. You know, it's not like you're losing any happiness. If anything, you're gaining more. But this time, it's coming from possibly a person. When you're looking at the Four of Wands, this is celebration, right? Building a life with someone, possibly moving in together, you know, getting that stability. You know, feeling like you've accomplished something here, right? And getting to enjoy that. It's good. It's perfect. Wow, wowza. In your environment, the Ace of Swords. So, for you, you know, like I said, with that Ten of Cups, now for some of you, I mean, you know, with the Ace of Swords being connected to it, I'm looking at it coming down. You know, you may be kind of looking at where you don't have that complete fulfillment, you know, but it's not that it's not there. You know, but if we're looking at the Ace of Swords, this is like the aha moment, the clarity, the truth, accepting the truth, somebody speaking the truth to you, especially about the way that they feel. And it may be that, you know, they're wanting a new opportunity with you, which is possible. But I still kind of get the feeling with the Ten of Cups that you're okay where you're at. Like, it's fine. But this is even better. This is what I feel like. You know? But then I also still have this feeling of, this is something that, you know, you may have felt like in the past was possible with this person to begin with. You know? And now it's like it's here. It's here. You know? And there's absolute clarity and truth, a complete, like, mental breakthrough, you know, and understanding. Communication is clear, right? Even though there's this new feeling here with the Page of Cups, it's still clear, it's still honest. It's almost innocent, right? For some of you, babies. I mean, look at it, you know. Your hopes and your fears, the Queen of Cups. Are you getting too emotionally involved? Given the fact that you're needing to reflect on all the events that have led up to this point, it would make sense that you would be questioning that. You know, especially if, you know, out of the blue, here comes this person and here's all these wonderful things with him, like, you know, am I getting a little bit too involved with this? Or am I really in tune with the way that I'm feeling, you know? But I think that you're fine. You know, it's funny because I look at this and think that some of you need this. Some of you need to do this. You know? And I look at the Page of Cups and think the possibilities are like wide open here. And like I said, this could be work or love. But who you have right in the middle here, the person that you're focused on, they're providing something from the physical standpoint, the practical, right? Like, they're looking at, you know, the long term, where for you, everything is emotionally based, you know, but things are clear and truthful, absolutely, with the Ace of Swords being there. I'm not seeing anything bad here at all, you know. And I feel like for some of you, this may be, you know, something that you're going through here, a new start in work or love, you know. Right? I mean, all of it looks really good. This is rare, man. And I sure the hell did not expect Scorpio to have the good reading this week. With everything that's been going on, I mean, you know, I'm already in fear of what's going to be happening in the next couple of days. Thinking about a fucking full moon in Capricorn. I love Capricorn, I do, but god damn it, their full moon is not easy. It is not easy. And being conjunct with Saturn in retrograde, that's immediate karma. If you decide to do something, man, you know, especially if it's something you shouldn't be doing, believe me, you're going to get your ass handed to you immediately, right? Like instant karma. You know, I'm wanting to lock my door. It's funny because with Mercury retrograde, right? People are like, I'm not going out. I'm not doing anything. I fucking take trips to California. Oh boy, Scorp. I don't even want to flip over the next one. I just want to leave it at this and be like, perfect, you're good. You know, enjoy it, right? All right. With the devil coming out, you know, what bothers me about this is that everything looks great, but you may be looking at it from the perspective of, you know, no, right? It's almost like it's not the devil, it's the moon to you almost. Right? But the way that you're looking at everything is not good. Now, that could, though, be because of, you know, the Five of Pentacles clarifying that with the Ten of Cups. And again, right, you know, like I said, for some of you, you're happy, right? Everything's happy, everything's great, nothing's bad here. You're fine where you're at. You know, with the Five of Pentacles, you may have gone through a period of rejection, or you may be fearing rejection, which may be keeping you like trapped here and not wanting to give into any new emotions. Because I kind of go back to the Queen of Cups and think, yeah, are you getting too emotionally involved? Are you seeing the truth? Are you seeing clarity? But I don't know. You know, I would expect, you know, at least something like the Three or the Seven of Swords to show up if we're talking about somebody being the devil. I think that this is the shit that you're doing to yourself. Now, you know, with the Five of Pentacles, you know, I do think that it's a fear of rejection, but I think that it's because you may have experienced it before, which is why I kind of had that feeling of you were looking at this person like my overall happiness lies within them. But you didn't get it. You didn't receive that. The Four of Swords. If you have the Ace of Cups coming through, especially if this is somebody coming back through here and offering you this opportunity, you know, you may be looking at this going, you know, is this really what I want to do? Especially if there has been like a break after having like been rejected before. You know? It's funny because everything around it looks so good. It feels really good. Everything is perfect, right? There's all kinds of potential happening here. But the devil coming out and everything that you've experienced before, and it's no wonder why those fucking oracle cards are showing up. Good God. But with the Four of Swords, you're not ready to act. You're not really ready to act on this just yet. You need to look at it and needing to see the clarity. Jeez. You know, I love when these readings are like, oh, everything's great. And then you have these clarifiers like, no, they're not. Oh my goodness. Now, with the Two of Pentacles and looking at it coming out. You know, for you, this is walking that tightrope here between wanting to give in to new emotions, but then also dealing with what you've experienced before and it creating this feeling of, no, you know, this may just be another situation where this is a temptation that I don't want to give into. You know, and you're like trying to figure it out here. All right, that's where, now I understand. I gotcha. All right, so you have the Two of Wands, the Five of Swords, and the King of Swords. Let's start here. the Two of Swords and the Five of Pentacles, right? When we're looking at the Page of Cups connected to the Devil with the King of Pentacles being in the middle. We're talking about the communication of new emotions and new opportunity. My God, I need to slow down. You're looking at a new opportunity, and it may have to do with a person, okay? And, you know, I got to be honest, right? I mean, love. I mean, you know, come on, right? Now, at some point, there was some kind of rejection, and that may have prevented you from moving forward on what you have wanted to act on, you know, which may have had to do with like wanting to have a life with this person, feeling like your happiness lies within them, right? Now, looking at the Five of Swords with the Four of Swords, this is, you know, extreme miscommunication and the shut off of that communication because things are not clear. You know, and I don't think that there is, you know, the intention to hurt here, but I think that there wasn't a whole lot of understanding, and I think for you, you may have taken it in a really harsh way if this person was being emotionally detached, and now all of a sudden they're wanting to provide, wanting to, you know, be an important part of your life, and you're trying to figure that shit out because all of it's new, and it may be new for this person too. You know, because I see this as the same person, but I see this as where you're fearing yourself and your own emotions surrounding this. Wowza. Wow. You know, I'm not looking at the King of Cups, but I do think that for them, you know, the way that they come off is confrontational, you know, and not really open. You know, for you, you may have thought that, yeah, you know, there's the potential here to work on these plans. There's all these feelings involved. But with the Devil and the Five of Pentacles, you may be looking at this person like, like maybe you can't do this because you're trying to figure this out. And I don't think that it's about balancing two situations. I don't think that that's it. I don't. You know, I'm not looking at the Three of Cups. I'm not looking at the Three of Swords. But there's truth to this beginning, you know? Because those aces connected. Right? And then I look back at your advice with the Four of Wands and think, you know, there is potential here to be happy, you know, and to give in to these new emotions. And I think that this person is doing the same thing. But where, you know, you're coming out at, you know, I do think that the opportunity was there for sure before, because I'm still looking at these two and looking at this and this. You know, so where there may have been like extreme miscommunication and then like a break and a cutoff here, you know, there may be more honest communication coming through as far as the feelings go. You know, they may still be looking at things from a very logical standpoint here and being very practical about things, but I still feel like they're wanting to invest in you. It's just not, you know, it's not in the King of Cups type of way, because we're looking at the Page of Cups. They may not be understanding why they're feeling the way that they are, and they may be trying to rationalize it. You know, especially if the communication between you before was strained. You know, there may have been like fighting, there may have been a misunderstanding, and then just a complete shutoff. You know, and for you, you may have been perceiving this as like rejection, straight up rejection, you know, and not knowing. And it's like, well, what do I do with this now? You know, and given everything that you may have experienced with this person, it makes sense why the Devil is sitting there. So, for those of you who are single, I think that this is somebody that you have already dealt with, looking at the general read. right? If we're talking about a relationship here. Now, with the High Priestess, you're talking about secrets, the things that you may be keeping, or the information that you may be seeking when it comes to a person. You may be, focused on taking the relationship to the next level, or they may be married and not saying anything, right? That, or this is you. It just depends here. But with the Magician, though, if we're talking about wanting to get involved with somebody here and you're like looking way ahead to possibly marriage, right? You have to make this happen. You have to manifest what you want in your love life, right? But you may not be saying anything, though. You may be keeping it to yourself. You may be keeping that secret, that you want to have more, that you want to have something that's going to be long lasting, and that will eventually lead to that, right? Now, for those of you who are in a relationship, look at it. I mean, with the Five of Cups, yeah, forgiving and learning, somebody is wanting to apologize. They're wanting to apologize for things that may have happened, and for you, it's you needing to forgive and release, right? Just release it, because if this was something that you need to let go of, I would have expected to see something else. But this is forgiving and learning, and learning a little bit more about your relationship with this person, but clearly here somebody is wanting to apologize for something, But I feel like this is, somebody doing this to you, not necessarily you needing to do this. Holy shit, Scorpio, you guys are going to have to let me know. Because what I'm seeing here is like history. It's like this story that's being told between you and another person. But with the Devil coming out on this, do you feel like this is the right thing for you to do? And I'm not seeing anything else that's super negative. I just think that that may be the way that you're perceiving it. Now, absolutely, you could just be dealing with a cap. I had a feeling that there was a reason why that came up. The other thing, though, too, is if we're talking about instant karma, are you fearing that something negative is going to happen out of this? Are you feeling the same way with that Queen of Cups being there as hopes and fears? But I'm still looking at that Four of Wands and that King of Pentacles, and I think that this may be something serious this time. They may not understand the way that they're feeling, but like I said, that may be based on the fact that there was definitely some miscommunication and misunderstanding that may have led to arguments. It may have led to, somebody moving on, walking away, cutting off communication, But you are trying to figure this out right now, right? So really, it's up to you. There's definitely potential there with the Four of Wands to get some stability. But is that something that you can fit into your life right now?